What if I told you that you could lose money in crypto even when the market goes up? Crazy, right? That's exactly what happens when something called impermanent loss hits you. One of the sneakiest little bitches in crypto, one of the most misunderstood traps in DeFi. If you've ever thought about joining a liquidity pool, you better watch out for this, especially in the XRP Ledger's brand new AMM, or automated market maker, okay? You need to know about how this works. Not financial advice. Do what you want with your money. This can help you maybe to not get wrecked so badly. Who knows? It's for educational purposes only. All right, today I want to break down this whole thing, impermanent loss, show you how to hopefully pad this a little bit. We're going to try, okay? We're going to try to show you how to not lose your money in liquidity pools, okay? So what is a liquidity pool, first of all, okay? Basically, picture it kind of like a crypto vending machine, okay? You're the liquidity provider. You're filling the machine with two tokens, let's say XRP and RLUSD. It's always two, okay? Traders come along and swap between these two, okay? And in return, you earn fees for the trades on those. Okay, it's pretty sweet, right? You earn passive income. You got to put a lot of money in to have anything impactful, but passive income for just putting your tokens to work for you. Okay, besides just staking. Okay, but here's where the impermanent loss comes in. Okay, you got to watch out for this. Impermanent loss is when they stray too far in price, those two that you've put in. Okay, so we're going to break it down. It sounds complicated, but it's actually very simple. Okay, once you see what's happening here. Okay, let's say you got $500 worth of XRP and $500 worth of RLUSD in the pool. Okay, it's a perfect 50-50 pair, right? That means you deposit equal amounts of both tokens into the pool. In return, you're getting liquidity provider tokens that represent your share of the pool. Okay, now here's where things get spicy and a little bit nasty. Let's say the price of XRP doubles, and it's awesome, right? Yeah, it's awesome when you're holding it in your wallet, not for your XRP that's in the liquidity pool, because of course it strays in price too far off of that pair that you had with RLUSD. So what happens is the AMM wants to keep everything balanced, so it balances out. And as XRP becomes more valuable, traders start buying XRP from the pool because it's cheaper than buying it on the open market. Basically, the AMM will automatically rebalance that ratio by selling off the XRP, okay, to buy more RLUSD. So instead of holding on to the XRP and watching it climb like you would in a cold wallet or whatever, or if you had it on exchange, let's say, which we don't recommend, but let's say you just held your XRP regularly, you'd watch it climb like that. But in the pool, the pool is selling now your XRP as it rises to maintain that 50-50 balance. And that means when you want to withdraw your funds later, you're going to have less XRP and more RLUSD than when you started. Okay, so even though the total value of the share in the pool might still have grown, you wouldn't have made the same money with that XRP as you would if you were just holding it. Now, this is financial advice. Okay, so that's kind of, I think you understand how that works now. And that's impermanent loss, okay? And it's only if you actually cash out, right? The difference between the permanent loss is basically what you could have had holding versus what's happening when you actually provide the liquidity in the pool and have that price difference stray between the XRP and the RLUSD. Okay, so let's do a real analogy here. Imagine you're running a fruit stand, right? And you start the day with 10 apples, you got 10 oranges, right? Each is worth $1. You got a total of $20 inventory. Okay, suddenly the apples become much more popular, and now each apple, instead of being worth $1, is worth $2 now, okay? But you want to keep that ratio, numbers-wise, at your fruit stand balanced, okay? So you sell some of your apples, buy more oranges, and then by the end of the day, you have fewer apples and more oranges, okay? And even though the apples, of course, are now worth more. Okay, so you still made money, but not as much as if you would have just held on to all those apples that were worth more. Impermanent loss only takes place if you actually withdraw the tokens while that price imbalance is existing. Okay, if you have confidence, you want to wait for it to swing back. Never financial advice, none of this, but XRP then swings back, returns to its original value where it was, the loss evaporates, hence the term impermanent. Okay, so it's not always a total loss. It's only if you actually make the move on it while the imbalance is in place at that time in the market. So it's not always a total loss, but if your XRP moons and you're in the pool with that XRP, you're not going to get the same gains you would have gotten as if you just had your XRP in your cold wallet, right? XRP ledgers, AMMs handle this whole thing, okay? XRP Ledger's new AMM automated market maker XLS30 introduces automated liquidity pools directly onto the ledger, okay? They're smart vending machines that let you earn fees for pairing tokens like XRP and RLUSD. Here's the cool part. XRPL's AMM has a built-in auction system where arbitrageurs pay to rebalance the pool, and part of those fees go to you, liquidity provider. Isn't that cool? This can offset impermanent loss for you. It can. It's never financial advice, but it doesn't offset impermanent loss better than any other AMM does out there so far. Plus, since XRP ledger fees are tiny, and transactions are ultra fast, your costs are low and your rewards. So while impermanent loss is still a factor, XRPL's design adds extra revenue to soften the blow for you. Never financial advice. This is your money. Do what you want with it. This is an educational channel. How to reduce impermanent loss. Again, educational channel. All right, now let's get tactical. How do you protect yourself from impermanent loss if possible? Here are a few beginner-friendly tips, and it is never advice as far as finance. This is for an education. All right, number one, stick to low volatility pairs. Obviously, the less the price of your token changes relative to each other, right, you're going to be in better shape. Number two, you're going to watch for high fee volumes. Impermanent loss can be canceled out by the fees that you earn. So if a pool has lots of trading volume and solid fees, you might profit even with some loss. This is what can happen. So never financial advice. Number three, don't panic withdrawal. Remember, impermanent loss is only locked in when you pull your money out when the prices are far apart from each other, right? So if you believe the prices are going to come back, they're going to rebalance. Never financial advice. It's just clear that you would wait, okay, and wait for them to balance back out. Ride it out. So fourth thing, use single-sided staking if available. Some platforms let you provide just one asset, okay, instead of both. XRPL may explore this down the road. Hopefully they do with future upgrades. Okay. Monitor AMM auctions on XRPL is the fifth thing to consider. Okay. As XRPL matures, these continuous auctions might become a key source of income. Okay. Because keep an eye on the updates, profits concerning the XRPL. Okay. Never financial advice. Final word on XRP liquidity providers here. Okay, if you're thinking about diving into XRP ledgers, AMMs, just remember impermanent loss is definitely part of the game. It's not unbeatable, though. You can keep this thing down with wise decisions, suggestions that we've given here. That's just for education. You do what you want with your money. This is not financial advice. Learn the math, okay? You pick your pairs wisely. Don't forget, you're not just earning trading fees here. You're hoping to power a decentralized exchange as one of the fastest, cheapest networks in crypto, okay? XRPL's burn-in mechanism, auction fees tied into this AMM activity. And with this, your participation may even contribute to making XRP a little more scarce. So is impermanent loss real? Absolutely it is. Is it unavoidable? It's not totally unavoidable. Not financial advice. You can mitigate this, okay? You just have to be careful, okay? It's like anything else when you're investing your money, okay? And it is your money. These are all your decisions. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And if this video helped you out, would you please tap the like and subscribe button for us? We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank, and please drop a comment down below. Let us know what you'd like us to do in the next video. Let us know if you think the liquidity pool is a good idea. Remember, you got to drop some pretty good amount of tokens in the pool to actually make a difference for yourself in terms of return, not financial advice. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, boss, I got you. Candlestick. No, do it. Go like this even more.